Hi everyone, my name is Ifeanyi Omiata. I'm a systems administrator and network engineer. I have had more than 6 years in the IT field and still going. I'm quite adept in Cisco technologies and also Microsoft servers and services. I'm trying to build more of my interest and skills in cloud infrastructure and also in the area of programming, and I'm working towards becoming a cloud DevOps engineer. So what is Python? I decided to make this video to make it easy for people to understand what Python is, how to use Python, and probably get a career from learning Python. Python is an interpreted high-level language, and it was created by Guido van Rossum from Netherlands. He first released it in 1991. The simple explanation to Python is that it was made from a previous language, ABC, trying to make programming easier. So Python is a more refined language that is more readable and easy to use. You can check that up on the Wikipedia website. That was where I got this explanation. There are two versions majorly today of Python. We have Python 2 and Python version 3. As at now, Python version 3 seems to be taking more of the front stage than Python version 2. But for a while, Python version 2 the version has been used for building applications by a lot of programmers. Python version 3 was released in 2018. Fortunately, it's not really completely backward compatible with Python version 2, so there is a little bit of disparity even in the syntax. So if you're deciding to learn Python, you have to stick to one, but I advise sticking to Python version 3 because it's definitely going to be the future version for Python development. So if you want more details, you could check Wikipedia website. I would put the link down on this video, and also we can also check the python.org website. In short, let me do that. So here is the Python search on Wikipedia, and you just go in, put the link, and you'll be able to see more information about Python, the history, and more about that. Then also this is the Python website. Currently, the community that is managing the programming language has this as the website, so you can go there and check more information about Python. So what can you do with Python? Python is quite versatile. You can use it for a whole lot of applications and purposes, uses and stuff you can do with it. So the first one is general web application development and also building websites. So, and they are very popular websites that currently use Python. I'm sure you'll be aware of you'll be able to recognize some of them, like we have that of Instagram, Google, Spotify website, Netflix, we have Uber, we have Dropbox, and a lot of other websites that use Python. So Python is very, very popular when it comes to building websites and web applications. So to get more information on that, let's check out this website. I have the link here, but I'll still post it down on this video. So here is the website, learn.onemonth.com, and they've been able to explain 10 famous websites built using Python. So I think with this website, you'll be able to get a better insight on what Python is used when it comes to web design and the websites we have that currently use Python. So when it comes to data science and machine learning, it has to do with image and voice recognition. I'm sure on your phones and cameras, when you try to have access to your phone, you can easily your phone is able to scan your face and give you access to your devices. So it has a storage on the facial features. So that's part of machine learning, and also human adaptation, pattern detection, and recommendation systems. Like when you go probably on YouTube and you're watching videos and you see other videos similar to what you're watching recommended to you, or similar to what you've watched in the past. So all these are part of what you can use Python for. And there are a lot of applications to this in a lot of systems, the medical field, in when it comes to studying the streets, like how people work on the streets, what people purchase online, and a whole lot of things. The machine is able to study how human behavior, and it's able to react based on that. So that's what Python can do. We also have data analysis and visualization, and that has to do with presentation of data in a very simple way, like using simple models. So it's more like visual representation or modeling. So a lot bunch of information can be given to you, and you're expected to make it in a presentable way that people will be able to interpret and understand, and you can use Python to do that. And we also have that for scripting, that's using small programs to automate simple tasks. And that's commonly used even in the cloud infrastructure, particularly when you are setting up networking devices and you want to have access to them, or you want to automate the behaviors of these devices. Sometimes you could use technologies like Docker, Ansible on Linux platforms and use Python to write codes that would kick those kind of automation processes. So that can be done with Python. And you have that of desktop applications used in embedded systems and also in game development. So these first four are more like the major applications of Python, but Python can also be used across in these other areas as just mentioned below. To get a better understanding of this, where it was explained very well, you would need to watch CS Dojo's YouTube video, and I have the link here. I also paste it down in this video, and I'm sure you'll be able to get deeper, better understanding on some of the things I just talked about. So let's just check out his video. So this is CS Dojo's video, and it's quite informative. He was able to explain step by step just some of the things I mentioned, and it seems to have done a very, very good job at explaining what you can do with Python. So Python, we've mentioned that Python can be used for several applications and systems, but there are other programming languages which have been used for a long while now and are more appreciated than Python in some areas. So I thought this would be a good platform to just touch on some of them. So like when it comes to Android development, Java has been for a long while now been the most favorite programming language to use for that. And also that of iOS uses Swift. Swift programming language is also used for iOS application development. And you have from web development, the front end, JavaScript seems to be the king of the front end development, and some of the JavaScript frameworks that are appreciated for the front end development are React, Angular, and Vue.js. So we also have web development for the back end of websites or web application. We have Python, which is really in use today, and we have frameworks like Django and Flask that runs with Python. We also have PHP that uses Laravel, which is quite an advanced backend system. And we have Node.js for the JavaScript programming language. Then we have desktop application development, most prevalent particularly for Windows systems, Microsoft-based systems, Windows systems, is C Sharp, and we have Swift programming language, which is used for Mac, that's Apple Mac laptops and desktops and systems. Then we have C++, which is also used particularly for Linux systems. Then you have Java, which is used for basic application development and is cross-platform. Then you have embedded systems, and these are things like chips and things that are embedded within electronic systems. We have Java and Python as prevalent programming languages that are preferred when it comes to embedded systems. Then game development, we have C++, which is widely used, and also we have Java and C Sharp, which is used with the Unity engine. And we also have database management, which is used with SQL. Then we have machine learning, which is Python, and scripting, which is also preferred, is Python. So these are some of the programming language technologies that are involved in several of these areas. So where can you learn Python? Um, I was able to bring out 5. To me, I think these are the best ways you can learn Python. The first one is learning on YouTube. So YouTube is a free platform. It has a lot of content. Some of the popular ones and the ones I recommend is C Dojo, programming with Mosh. We have ThenewBoson and Clever Programmer. Let's take a look at these ones. So here is C Dojo's course on Python tutorials for absolute beginners. It's not too much, it's just few videos, but he was able to give a summary to Python. So I would leave the link on this video. Another person is programming with Mosh. I really like his course. Is even though it's 6 hours long, but it's worth it because he took his time to make it easy to learn, and it's really fun using his video. I would advise you subscribe to his channel. And also we have the new Boson. He has lots of videos, and his Python programming tutorial and his Django tutorial for beginners, to me, were one of the best resources I had when I started up learning Python. Also, we have Clever Programmer, who is really good when it comes to teaching Python and other programming languages. But I really love his course, and I advise you subscribe to his channel. So secondly, I would advise you use Python's official website, which this is the link over here. And this is Python's website, docs.python.org/3, which is the version 3. And if we take a look at this tutorial, it says start here, it will bring you to this page, and you see it has a step-by-step chapter-based curriculum on learning Python. So it takes it step by step, and it's easy when you take it from the beginning to the end. So if you find using YouTube a bit difficult, then and you want something more organized, then learning from the Python official website is a good idea. You can also learn from Udemy, and this is the link to search for Python videos. So when you get to the website, by entering the link, you would see several videos, and there are a lot of nice content here on Python. And the good side with Udemy is that these courses are not expensive. They're just a fraction of what you would pay if you were to get a full course in a classroom. And most of these videos, if you find, are more detailed and take this time step by step to give you the proper foundations to learning Python. We also have Code Academy, which is a good website where you have arranged courses designed to quickly give you a startup on learning Python. So this is Code Academy's website, and that's the link. I will leave the link down below too. The website is well suited for people that want a structured learning pattern, a process. And I think once you sign up and you make some I think monthly subscription or one-off payments, you'll be able to have access to the lecture notes, and there are some challenges you will also be given to make sure that you've learned and mastered Python. So finally, I would recommend boot camps or mentoring sessions. So if you want to have somebody teach you directly, you don't want to just watch things on the computer, you want somebody to be with you, there are some boot camps set up in whatever country you find yourself. Just go online and search, and you'll be able to join one. I think you need to pay quite some amount of money to attend those boot camps, but really you intend learning Python and you put your whole mind into it, I believe it to be worth the experience. Also, you have mentoring sessions. There are people that are already professionals in Python, and you would be able to teach you quickly. If you'd like me to mentor you, you can contact me, and I'll be able to also be of assistance to you. And my contact details will also be on this video. So that's basically what Python is about, and let's go on with the course to see how we can start learning and using Python.